And for the first time this season, we're going to get the pole here in Texas for race number 7. We'll finally get a pole, and we're going to be starting on the front row with Dale Earnhardt Jr. as you see the rest of the qualifying results flash across your screen. Ready to take the green flag for 40 laps here in Texas for 1.5 mile speedway. We lead the field next to Dale Earnhardt Jr. in that Budweiser Chevrolet. We get a nose out going into turn number 1, going to go into the corner. Scott Riggs on our rear end. We get loose, almost back up into the 8. There's our teammate in Biffle in this 16. He gets into the wall a little bit. We're side drafting down the back straightaway. Now Dale Jarrett to my back bumper as we go into turn number 3. My car slides upward to the back bumper of Dale Jr. To the outside, he blocks us. Almost all into the wall. Jr. Arrow blocks us. We're into the wall again in the trioval. Car is just not handling right now. It was good in qualifying, but now it does not transfer to race speed. Just now we go to the outside. Dale Jr. blocks us into the wall again. He's in the wall. Now Dale Jarrett battling for the lead. I don't remember the last time Jarrett was up here. Now we're back to the outside. The 88 up the track. We're into the 2 a little bit. Now to the back bumper of the 8. We fall into 4th. Almost into the wall again. Here comes Tony Stewart. Oh, we're into the trioval wall. Now a lap later, we've passed the 8 car. We're battling with Tony Stewart as we go into turn number 1. Now trying to make a pass on Kurt Busch. We get to the outside. Into the wall slightly. He blocks us. Now, car's getting extremely tight. We're making a move. Oh my gosh, we're into the wall. Into Dale Jr. Into the inside wall. We save it. Oh my goodness. And the 16's into us. We're up the track again. Well, I mean, we just ran out of room. That was like one of the tightest I've ever had a car get. And the 2 was there. We got into the wall, and then that just sent me into the 8 car. That was nobody's fault. That was just a tight race car. But now we're back to 6th. I don't know where Dale Jr. has fallen to. But Dale Jarrett is in the lead. I'm going to try and work with my teammate here, try and get him down to at least neutral. So we've been working with Greg Biffle for a little bit, but now we passed him, but now we're into the wall a little bit. We're 3 wide coming off of corner number 4. The 1 passes us both. We're into the fence. Martin Truex Jr. passes us both. That sends me into the wall again. We've fallen. After gaining a spot on our teammate, we lose 4, now maybe 5 to Ryan Newman. We make a little bit of contact with Newman. Our rival this season has been pretty upset with us. We've been pretty upset with him over the last couple races. So now we make our way to the inside of Brian Vickers and then 25. A little bit of contact. We see an opportunity. I see a hole. There's our teammate Jeremy Mayfield. We make it 3 wide. What a pass. Oh, they're crashing in the back. Biffle and I believe Mayfield got into the wall there, no caution. I just saw that in the mirror. I think Mayfield got turned across the nose of the 16, and that slowed him way up. Now we've just been following this 1 car, Martin Truex Jr., to try and catch the lead pack, coming down the back straightaway into turn number 3. We're making a pass now. Car's getting kind of loose. Now to the apron. Oh, we spin the car out. Sideways. Gonna try not to get hit. The 66 nails us in the tail end. But then we slide up across the track. Car got loose. We got down to the apron and just sent it around. Just unfortunate. Yeah, the 1 kind of crowded us down. Didn't have much place to go. And the apron just made me loop the car. So unfortunate, not to halfway yet, so I'm not going to come down pit road as we're going to take the green flag again after that short caution in lap 17, lap 17, we're running P6. Dale Jarrett holds the lead over Tony Stewart and Kurt Busch. Now Kurt to the outside of the 88. The 12 passed us on the outside. Really bad restart for us coming down the back straight away. Now trying to work with this 12 car to get him to like us a little bit more. Now to the outside. See a hole to the inside. Not going to be able to take it. The 12 moves up. We're to the inside. Coming to the line. Going to barely squeak out P6 at the line. Dale Jarrett holds the lead. Now Kurt Busch to the inside of the 88. He takes the lead now. After battling the top 5 all day, we're up into the fence again, sideways into the 12. Now he's definitely not going to like us. That was just a tight race car. We've been battling a tight, loose race car. This car has just not been able to cater to what it needs to be doing here at Texas. Pit stops are going to be starting this lap. We work our way to the back end of the 43. They're pitting. We're into the back of the 1. That was just that car checking up, and that kind of slowed us down. As now we're going into turn number 1 into 5th place. Kurt Busch holds the lead. Let's make a pass on Bobby Labonte. Sure. We go down to the back straight away. We're behind, trying to make a pass on the 1 of Martin Truex Jr. He blocks us. We're to the outside, back to the inside. We're going to be coming down pit road this time by. Now, we work our way to the apron to make sure we don't spin out. Get down to 70 miles an hour as we come down the pits. Dale Jarrett, the leader for most of this race, has come down as well. Making our way down pit road about to the finish line. There's cars coming off, cars going on here in Texas. Now the 88 going to make his way into his pit box. It's going to slow us down a little bit. Now we get into the Lowe's 48 machine pit box. Oh, and the track man falls over. That's going to slow us way down. As now they get to work on the right side. Tires off, tires on. Jack is down onto the left side, and the camera is glitched. That's cool. But as you can imagine, they're filling up the car with fuel and putting tires on the left side. That is our slowest stop of the season. It's going to lose us significant spots. You know, it's bad when we're behind Denny Hamlin this season, about 28th in points, if I can recall correctly. As now we're getting railroaded on the outside. Kurt Busch holds the lead, but he's coming into pit road this time by. So now, working our way to the back on the back straightaway, we're behind Kyle Petty. As now, we go into turn number 3, trying to make as much ground up as we can. Kurt Busch actually stays out on the racetrack. Now, coming to the start-finish line, lap 22, working lap 23 now. Going into turn number 1 out of the tri-oval, we're a lap down. We're waiting for this 2-car to come down the pit road. So now we're passing cars that are coming off of pit road. There are a couple fantasy drivers. There's the 15, I believe. No, that's the 7 of Robbie Gordon, as now we make a pass on Kyle Petty going into turn number 3. Slide up into him a little bit. No harm, no foul. Now Kurt Busch is down the pit lane. We've got to make as much lap time as we can to get into the best position after this 2 comes off the pit road. There's the 12. He's the leader. Now the 29 is. There's the 41 coming off pit road, Regan Sorensen. As now, we're working behind this group of cars. Denny Hamlin in the 175. There's Jeff Gordon as well. We get past the fantasy driver in the 175. I see Mayfield, Jeff Gordon, and Denny Hamlin. I see an opportunity 3 wide. We got to make as much ground up as we can. Now we get past another fantasy driver. There's Jeff Gordon out of our windshield. We're going to push him past this other fantasy car into turn number 1. There's another fantasy car, the Goodyear machine, coming off of pit road. We're going to stay behind this 24 and look for an opportunity to pass down the back straight away. Now there's the 55 of Michael Waltrip. We're 3 wide. We're sliding up the track into the 24. The 55 gives us no room there. Here's the 96 and the 26. We're going to breeze past them as now Tony Stewart takes the race lead. After that pit road mistake, we have fallen all the way back to 23rd position, but the car is way better adjusted after that pit stop, as now we work to the outside of Scott Riggs coming down the back straightaway. Now working lap 27, we just got past Dale Earnhardt Jr. Tony Stewart remains in the lead. We're to the inside of Joe Nemechek. Fantasy car moves out of our way. We use the apron to our advantage. 3 wide pass. Now they're wrecking behind us. That 3 wide move worked, but at what cost? Now let's see. I believe that was Brian Vickers. Yeah, Brian Vickers just smacked the 66 into the fence, and that sent him sideways. He saved it, but NASCAR made the right move calling the caution there. That could have been way worse than it was. Glad they both saved it and they can continue their days. Now, we're just going to have a couple laps to go. Less than 10 to go here on this restart. It's single file. We're back in we're in 14th place, yet we're going to have 9 laps to go here from Texas, as we're going to try and make up as many spots as we can, maybe get a top 10 result. So now, we have we spin the tires on the restart. Tony Stewart trying to get his 3rd win of the season here in just 7 races. He's already in the point lead. Could he extend it over 2nd and 3rd place and get out to a monstrous lead? As now we go into turn number 4 as we make a pass to the inside of the 31, 3 wide through the tri-oval. That's Mark Martin and Casey Mears. Now our car is flying. We get back to the inside of Kyle Busch in the 5. Oh, the apron grabs us again. Up the track, into the 6, into the wall. No harm, no foul. We both save it. Just lose a couple spots. The 6, remember, won last week in Martinsville. Now 2 laps later, we're working to the inside of Matt Kenseth. We're into the top 5 now, behind our rival Ryan Newman. Tony Stewart maintains the lead. Trying to pass Newman will be a task, as he hates us, basically. Into the wall, and it doesn't help that our car is tight. Significantly too tight. So now going into turn number 3, trying to make up ground on this 4-car pack. The 43 up here as well. Remember, he won Atlanta. Can he get a 2nd win for Retar for Singading? Now to the outside of Ryan Newman, trying to push him. Now to the inside. Now trying to put it 3 wide. The 12 knocks us out of the way. We're behind Dale Jarrett. We passed Bobby Labonte. Gonna give a push to Dale Jarrett down the back straight away. He's making a move. We're going to try and stick to the outside of him. Now, no room for him to make a move. So now, it's going to be 3 laps to go when we hit the line. Who's going to win here in Texas? Can we get our first win after winning our first pole? Can the 20 get his 3rd win of the season? And can Dale Jarrett break a winless streak since 2005? We'll see. Here's now Jarrett. Makes a move to the inside. We're behind Tony Stewart, trying to get the best line possible. We're in the middle of them. Now we're going to help Dale Jarrett down the back straight away. Now, he's got a faster car than Tony. He's led more laps. We get into Tony Stewart a little bit, coming into 2 laps to go up the line. Can we battle with this 88? We're to the back bumper. Now to the outside. Can we get to the line? No, we're drag racing. Side by side, 2 laps to go. Going into turn number 1. Dale Jarrett in the 88 UPS car, leading us in the Lowe's 48 machine down the back straight away. We're going to be side by side. No, we won't. We're in the wall. Dale Jarrett to about a 5-car length lead. Going into turn number 3. White flag when we hit the line. We're trying to make this outside work. Tony Stewart to our inside. We're a little tight. Gonna try and get out of the gas. There's the 43. Dale Jarrett's got a 10-car length lead. White flag in the air. Got about half a second on us. Now, to the outside, Tony Stewart blocks us, trying to put it 3 wide. Not going to happen. The car's tight. We're wall riding. Here's Ryan Newman to our inside. We're going to follow Newman. Tony Stewart seems to be having a short-run car. Not going to happen. We're to the outside. And for the first time this season, Dale Jarrett comes off of turn number 4 to win here in Texas. We get up the track loose, into the 12, into the wall. We finish 3rd here in Texas. Newman falls to 5th. As you can see, the top 10, Harvick in 6th, Kenseth up to 8th. You've seen the top 10, so take a look at your other finishing results. Taking a look at the points, Tony Stewart 45 points up from Matt Kenseth and Greg Biffle. Bobby Labonte with that 2nd place finishes up to 4th. Kurt Busch 5th. We are 6th, 142 points back, trying to make up ground and maybe work into the top 5. Elliott Sadler 7th, Dale Jr. 8th, Mark Martin 9th, and Kyle Busch 10th, rounding out your chase field. That's going to be a spot to watch. Jeff Gordon is just out as you take a look at the rest of the point standings.